Today I want to talk about something that I haven't really heard that many people on YouTube talking about. I mean, I've seen people on Reddit talk about it, but not many people on YouTube, and it's worth giving credit to Treyarch for doing something that we just never seen done by Call of Duty before, and really any games I've ever played before. It's just, I've never really seen this from any game developer, and I just absolutely love it, and it's just quite amazing. And this is actually one of the reasons why Black Ops 4 can be a very successful game come October, and it's just so great to see it. And of course what that is that Treyarch every single day, especially during the first weekend of the beta, they were every single day telling us that they were aware of different problems and even sending fixes on the second day of the beta. They sent fixes for stability things and just a bunch of different things, weapon tuning for the MX9, and this happened within the first or second day and just happened so fast. It was just crazy that not many people even remember. Well, I guess they remember, but it's when you're playing the game, you're not really thinking about the MX9 as being overpowered anymore, and that's just so great to see that they're fixing these things so fast, they're responding so fast, and especially responding. I mean, everyone knows that fixing your thing fast is a good thing. That's just common sense. Everyone is aware that if they fix the problems faster, people won't worry about the problems and they'll just forget about it. Pretty much just what I said with the MX9 being overpowered, and that's something that is just great on its own. And of course everyone understands why that's the case, and I don't really have to explain why that's the case. But for the other one is that they let you know they're aware of the issues, and this is something that Treyarch developers, Call of Duty developers have never done, and it's the most annoying thing that even if they are working on a problem, they won't tell you they're working on the problem. They won't tell you they're aware of that problem. They'll just eventually one day fix it, or maybe never fix it, and that's just something that I love what they're doing. I want to show you guys the beta recap from day one that Treyarch put on Reddit, and as you guys see, there's just a bunch of different things they were talking about, and even if they weren't fixing these things on the day this post was released, still they let us know that they're aware of the frame rate problem that existed then. They're aware of the load times, they're aware of the weapon tuning, they're aware of just the spawns and everything in the game, and even the armor. They were aware of all the complaints we had, and even the free cursor. And this is the best example out of all of them, because obviously these are the other ones are things that we all had problems with, and Treyarch just said, hey, we're working on these, we're aware, we're going to get it fixed as soon as possible. And that's just great, because just to know they're listening to us, and they know that we know that they're aware of the problem, which is just put your minds at ease knowing that, oh yeah, it's going to get fixed soon, so you don't have to worry about it too much. And also that helps when they are actually fixing it really fast, and that even helps even more, because not only do we know that they're aware of it, but on top of that we know it's going to be fixed soon, not eventually. But another one I think is the best thing out of all of them is when they talked about the free cursor. And of course the cursor is just a thing you use in the menu screen and all that stuff, and when they talked about the free cursor, they let us know, hey, we're not changing this is how it's going to be, and that's just all there is to it. They let us know that that's not going to change, which is a huge problem in so many Call of Duties, because how many things have people brought up that they just thought, hey, that shouldn't be in the game, and then they just never respond, and they're just all like, well, are they going to work on it, or are we just going to get stuck with it, or what's happening? And that's one thing I love so much, that we don't have to kind of force ourselves to think, should we keep complaining about this to get in their attention? Do they even know about this, or stuff like that? But now we can know that they are aware of this annoyance that people have, but they want to let us know, hey, we think this is best for the game, and we're going to keep it in there because I just think that it'll work, or they just think that it's going to work best for the game. And I love that. And of course this doesn't work out perfectly all the time, I imagine, so of course we haven't experienced it, but even if they do think it's best for the game, we can still complain even further, and then of course we'll get it changed. Personally, the cursor is annoying, but I can see why they'll have it in the game. Of course there's a bunch of different reasons, but regardless, I just love that they let us know all these different things about the game, and let us know they're working on stuff, let us know that they're not going to change that, and I just like that so much. And that's not the only thing, because like I said, they were even updating even on day 2, and here's another thing from day 2. This is a day 2 update, and this is when they did weapon tunings. Just day 2, the second day of the beta, they did weapon tunings. Like, what? Like, do you remember back to World War II's beta? They would not touch submachine guns for like until the second weekend, and even after the second weekend they weren't nerfed enough, because if you remember playing the World War II beta, the SMGs were just way too dominant, just way too dominant. And of course they were pretty dominant inside the first weekend of the beta, but they weren't nearly as dominant after the first update that we got on day 2, which was really nice to see that they did it on day 2. And of course they worked on a bunch of other things. They buffed the GKS, the Titan, MOG-12, and just a bunch of different guns. They of course nerfed a lot of the SMGs, but that still wasn't enough. And then of course that's what they did later on. Then day 3 they fixed even more things. They let us know they were aware of more problems, and I just like that so very much. And then the live streams, don't even get me started on the live streams, because that's a new thing. And then now, okay, then this is the main reason I'm making this video right now, because if you guys have not seen this new beta notes update, or just the notes for all the changes they were making in weekend 2, it's crazy. I honestly couldn't tell if I was reading the Declaration of Independence or patch notes, because there's just so much here. There was actually so much on the second weekend. And this is just off of, what was it, 4 days from the first, because it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Pretty well, I guess kind of not full. Well, I guess we'll just say 4 days, which is the best. But regardless, it's just like after 4 days, and of course they had a couple days in between, they got to work on all these different things. I don't think people realize how much they changed during the second weekend of the beta. Like, they worked on every single perk pretty much. They worked on almost every single score streak in the game. They worked on the movement. They worked on the spawns. They worked on just the lobby timers, the maps, the stability and general performance of the game, specialists, equipment, and anything, really, you name it, it was worked on. Even guns, I mean, that's huge. They worked on so many guns. It's just crazy to see how much they changed just within a week time. Like, even if half of this stuff was done within a week time, I would be impressed. But just all this stuff changed within 1 week, not even a whole week, but within a week, this stuff was all changed. And I'm just fascinated by this. And if they can continue doing this, not only during the beta, which is a worry of mine that they're going to not continue during the, well, once the beta is over, but if they continue doing stuff like this during the actual launch of the game, this is going to be huge for the game. Just like when we realize there's a problem with different things, we could just tell them about it and they'll actually fix it. And that's just great. I just want to see that from a developer so bad, because I just don't see developers really doing this. And of course, I'm not big on the Fortnite community, so maybe they do this, but I've never seen this before from any other developer that I've ever really dealt with. And I just love seeing this, just letting us know that there's problems and they're aware of them, that they're going to change them, or that they're not going to change it, because it's better for the game to keep it like that. And just the amount of changes they make so fast. Like, honestly, you play what you got on last Thursdays or the first day of the beta for the first weekend, and you play today, it's so, like, not too different, but it feels different. Like, there's a lot of things different. I mean, you could run the assault rifles and really any gun you want, so though you could just use almost any gun you want. And oh my gosh, the balancing right now is just crazy good. Holy crap, the balancing in this game is just top notch. But regardless, it's just, there's so many things have changed just over 1 week. I don't think people are giving Treyarch enough props for this, because this is crazy, and I just want to see this continued into the game, because I just really hope this is a thing. And also zombies and blackout, this should also be a thing for those other modes, and especially zombies, because zombies has been the worst offender, and this is whole Blundell's thing that he wants to stay away from the community and all that stuff, which I get that and I like that about him. But at the same time, it's all like, when is this going to be fixed? I mean, if you just keep telling us soon and things like that, soon is the worst word you can use from a Call of Duty developer. Just don't say it. But anyways, this video has been going on for too long. I know it sounds like I'm just being completely fanboy here, but I'm just so impressed, really. And this is just sets a new standard for their game. And if they don't continue this into their game, then it's going to be really disappointing. And if they do continue this into their game, this game could be one of the best games ever. I am honestly enjoying it so much right now, just all the changes they made. Honestly, I have really only a problem with one change they made in the entire thing so far, and that's just mind-blowing to me. But regardless, that's about it for me. I want to be quiet already. This video is much longer than it needed to be. I do apologize for that, but I just really wanted to make sure people understood that Treyarch was doing something like this. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, go ahead, do all the normal YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, bell, share, and especially bell. But I'm going to go, and I'll catch you guys in the next stream or video, or maybe you'll see me on August 18th.